Hi guys, welcome to Sharon Review. How are you guys doing? It's a lovely day in SkitLanta. The skits were skitting today, isn't it? Oh my goodness, it is skitting. I tell you. Hi there, Suzette J. Hi there, Era. Amber should be careful of how he talks to Wayne if she doesn't want her secret to come out. All right, hi dear Lee. All right, welcome in, guys. Okay, so we are back, and we have Amber here. She is complaining to who? Guess who she was complaining to? Only you guys can tell me that. She is complaining to Wayne, to Ernestine, her very best friend, her cousin. That is not really her blood cousin, but they. Okay, she's not married to her cousin anymore, guys. You know what I mean? Yes, yes, yes. She's not married to the cousin anymore, but she thinks that. So, dear cousins, hi, dear. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Yes, so there is a lot that I missed today. Your girl was in church, so I missed a lot. I try watching to catch up and see what it's there and stuff like that. All right, so now let's see. Hi Tracy, welcome in. How you guys doing? Welcome in Sabrina. Hi Antoinette, welcome in. How was the funeral yesterday? You lay your mom to rest yesterday. That's a wonderful thing. Yes, not really wonderful, but at least that is over with. Now the grieving process continue. You know, yes, it is what it is. Oh, yes. So our girl here called Ernestine and whining as usual. You know, we're gonna call a spade, right? So my beloved Amber, and guys, I hope I can speak freely. We're gonna call a spade a spade. She heard we've been telling her she need to come straight with Dave and stop worrying about Wayne. Nobody tell her to join the podcast with Wayne. She chooses to join the podcast with Wayne. Nobody hold nothing to her head and says you have to do it. She decide to do it. She don't need to talk to Ernestine. Go talk to your man. Say, look here. If you talk, but me tell you guys, that's something that is brewing. She says she have to tell him. Did Ernestine encourage her to tell him? And ho. No, maybe I forget. Yeah, let me ask you guys. Did Ernestine advise Amber to tell her husband that Dave used to be her ex? Back foot. Wait, before my finger can't roll the mouse yet. Guys, you know see where I go on. Amber is worried about Dave knowing about she and him. And when I mentioned it before, welcome in there, Michelle. A lot of people come at Sharon review. Said it shouldn't bad, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. I tell you guys, says that situation is gonna matter. But nobody believe in me. It's bothering her. And if it's going to bother, if your shoes fit, wear it. It's going to bother her. She is so the best thing she need to do out herself. Go tell your man. He is your future. I think Dave becoming temporary, but I think Dave is a permanent fixer in the SkitLanta. So nobody ever look for him to go bye-bye. Guys, Amber needs to tell her man the truth. And when I mention it, I was the worst person. And then when I jump on it, everybody else start to mention it, says, yes, Amber needs to tell her man, right? But majority of the Amber extremists, the level 3, still get at me. They will come and they watch my stuff and they don't even click the like button. Even they know that Sharon Review is telling the truth. It's bothering our girl Amber. That is why I put her on the screen. It's bothering her. Tell your man. Just like, oh, you're doing a surprise dinner party for him. Why you tell him? Even if his sister says something to him, don't say anything. It's supposed to be a surprise. But no, she just liked to chat too much. And she tell him, she chat too much. I may go call a spade a spade. And she out herself. So why do you think he's not going to invite his very best friend? Charmaine give with this title tonight for this header. She says, as they've officially joined the Kountry Wayne Club. Because everybody have to call See? Him didn't want her to invite to have a party, just like Wayne. I tell you guys, Amber talks is attracted to men like Wayne. Dave is exhibiting Wayne's character. Hi dear Charmaine. Welcome.
Hi. Hi.
How are you, my darling?
I'm hanging in there, sweetie.
That's good. So means you're not gonna be on camera?
Yes, that me. But I'm on camera actually because that's a true picture of me.
Yeah, I
That
know it's
picture
true,
is
but I like to
but
look at you.
I just
I like to
asked.
look at your face.
Yeah, but that's my face. What are you
I
saying?
like
That's
to
my
look at you.
face.
It will make
That
me
was
feel
that
like
was that was when I was in Jamaica. You noticed the Caribbean
the
Sea
ocean
behind
behind
me.
you. Yeah.
Yes. I was in Jamaica when I take that picture. So I told Chat GBT today to give me an animated picture. And that's
Oh,
what they came up with. So
well, that
yes.
look like you. That look like amination.
Yeah, well, trust me, that's what they came up with. So I want to say good evening, my chat family. Good evening, good evening. And most of the time, this is what you'll be seeing when I come on live, on the live, Sharon live, anybody live. You might
So
be
you're not
seeing
going
this
to come back
picture.
on like me?
I will when I'm ready, but I'm not ready today.
Well, me want to see it. Come on.
Well, you see me up to today. Weren't we on FaceTime this morning? Please.
Was I naked this morning? We were on FaceTime. I can't
No,
remember.
no,
Uh,
really? You could no. Hell no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. But all I'm saying is that yeah, you'll see me, but I'm not in the I'm cooking. I've just finished cooking. I've just finished eating my dinner. I might leave you for a little bit to go entertain some guests that I have. I made stew peas today, so I have
Ooh.
people coming over just for that. Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
I love stroopies. I am
Trust
met the,
me.
the spinners.
Yes, I did.
Oh my God,
Yes,
Charmaine.
yes.
That is delicious.
I had smoked meat and other meat in there, so it's good. So I have
Smoked meat.
friends, and my husband is calling everybody and telling them, guess what? Stew peas and rice. So
Brenda
everybody's like,
makes
oh,
stroopies.
I'm
All
coming
right.
for yes, oh, I'm coming for a plate. I'm coming for a plate. So, yes, yeah,
Everybody is coming for a plate. That's so
yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
Oh my God, that sounds so delicious. What I have a steak and
yeah. But that's why I tell you that I cook to my strength, and that's what
with
everybody's
broccoli
supposed to
and
do.
and
Yeah,
carrot. That's it.
yeah. I cook anytime I'm cooking. I cook to my strength. I know I make wonderful stew peas. I know I make goat, oxtail, any type of chicken. I'm done with that. I don't do steak, so I'm not going to brag and talk about I'm making steak
No, the
because
steak. No, my children
no,
them should have cooked the steak.
when I make steak, trust me, it's not edible. I can tell you that. No, I'm not. I'm serious. I make steak. It's not edible. My son said,
Mm,
"Mom, this like tastes like leather."
yep,
So I don't. I
I know
don't.
what you
Yeah,
mean.
I don't do steak. I
I'm not
don't.
gonna put anybody on blast.
No, I don't do steak. I put myself on blast when it comes to steak. And I
Mm,
give you the macaroni and cheese when it came out with just oil, swimming in oil, because I thought more cheese would mean a creamier mac and cheese, but no, came out really, really oily. So I cook to my strength. And
mm.
stew peas is one of those things. Pea soup as well is one of those things that I do very, very well. So yes. So what were we talking about before I came on? Because I came on, I
Okay,
hear you
I
talking
was
about Amber.
speaking. Okay, I was speaking of Amber. Remember, I when the last week, I think, few days ago, when Amber checked in Wayne about the secret not to tell thing there, And the week before it, or 2 weeks before, she told Ernestine, I hope Anthony didn't tell, doesn't tell Anthony doesn't tell Dave about Wayne. Today again, she called Ernestine now. I tell him, say, oh, you know, I invited, I'm doing this dinner for Dave, and Dave invited Wayne. So it about her. So if it about her so much, tell the man. Oh
Yeah,
my
I
goodness.
yeah, but the thing is, if she tells Dave no, and that is a problem. When when you're telling somebody something, you have to tell them when there is nothing on the line. And what is on the line right now is that Wayne is coming to have a meal with them, coming to Dave thing. So if she go and tell Dave no, Dave is going to ask her. So if Wayne was never going to come to dinner, or I was never going to be in business with Dave, would you ever tell me? And that is how I'll be looking at it. I mean, I use the left side of my brain more than the right side. So sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I go all the way out there. But I would be saying to myself, so if this was not a situation where, I mean, last week was the ideal week. The morning when Wayne called her and was doing the most, and Dave was listening on the phone. That was the best time for Amber to say, when he said, "Why is he behaving like that?" She should said, "Well, maybe I've never told you, but we used to be in a relationship." She did not have to
Exactly.
go as far as to say until the morning of my wedding to Anthony. All she would say, we used to be in a relationship, so maybe he think he has the right to speak to me that way. That's all she needed to tell him. But she did not. And that was the opportune moment for her to tell him. Now, he's telling her that he's going to get into business with this man. He's telling her that, oh, I'm going to I've invited him to my birthday dinner. And you're going to say, oh, so maybe I need to tell you. The first thing that would jump to my mind is, oh, so if this was not the case, would you ever tell me that this was happening? So she's right now, she's caught between a rock and a hard place. And I don't know how Dave is going to view it. And I'm just expressing my opinion. I don't know how Dave is going to view it, but if it was me in Dave's shoes, I would view it in like a really negative light. I might get over it at some point because I'm going to say everybody have a past. But I'm going to say the only reason why you're telling me this is because I'm getting closer to Wayne and you're afraid that maybe Wayne will slip or somebody will slip and say it. And I think she waited too long.
Yep. I totally agree with that. She waited too long.
Yeah, I think she waited too long to tell him.
I'm drinking my water.
And the next thing, uh, I kind of feel for her because she know Wayne is very petty. And today was a very interesting thing that Ernestine said to her, that
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Wayne hates you. I think Wayne is obsessed with you. And I have that feeling as well. And you want to know why I have that feeling?
Mm-hmm.
When Anthony got engaged to Amber,
Mm-hmm.
when Anthony got engaged to Amber, I remember Wayne went out of his way
Mm-hmm.
to get Amber in his bed
Yeah,
because
he
Dave,
did.
Shayla, Wayne, and Arby, they went somewhere and he was telling Amber, "Oh, I have a key. I'm going to
Yes,
get
I
the
remember you
key."
sent me
And
that.
he forced her into his bedroom under the pretense of getting a key for his car or something. And when she went in there, he hug her and they start to look into each other's eyes until they start to kiss. So I am going to believe what Ernestine is saying, that Wayne has an unhealthy obsession when where Amber is concerned. Because every time Amber is always inserting himself in Amber's life. It doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter where, but he always finds a way to insert himself in Amber's private life.
Mm, that is so true. Okay, so now, do you think Anthony's actually gonna show up to that dinner.
No. Well, I think I don't know. I'm not going to say no. I am not going to put my no. I'm not going to put my
This
neck
is
out there.
SkitLanta.
This is one thing I'm not going to put my neck out there. I think Wayne is petty enough
Mm-hmm.
because Amber called him. Remember, Amber called him and was just reading him the riot act. And I
Mm-hmm.
think Wayne is petty enough to tell Anthony that I'm going to meet you and I are going somewhere. I might not tell Anthony where they're going
Yeah.
until they get to the dinner. And then he's going to find an excuse, although he tell Dave that he was not going to bring Buddy. Because remember
Mm-hmm.
I said, I have nothing against Buddy, but no,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Buddy to be there. So maybe he end up there, and
They all
then
get
he's
into
going to
business
find an
together.
excuse to say, remember, Anthony and I are in business, and if you're going to talk business, might as well I include my other business partner.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
can he can do that under the guise of just bringing him. He's going to say, Anthony's my business partner, so I need to include him in whatever business you're going to discuss because you did say we were going to talk business.
Yeah, exactly.
So I see something like that might happen.
Yes, it
I
could.
see that, yeah, I see that happening because Wayne is that petty.
Exactly.
So we are looking for the dinner on the 19th. When is the 19th? I think the 19th is Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow is the 17th. So
Wednesday. Yeah, yeah,
I
Wednesday.
think Wednesday is the
Yeah.
19th. His birthday is actually on the 18th, and it's the day after the birthday. So the dinner is going to be on Wednesday. But I'm glad she's not catering because she said the reservation, she had made a reservation and she have to call them to tell them +2 now. Remember when she was talking to Dave, she said, okay, she will need to call them to tell them they're +2. And I swear, Dave is going to bring Anthony. Anthony's not going to know where he's going because Dave is not going to tell him. But they're going to be mighty surprised. Trust me, I just have that feeling, man. Oh man.
Oh boy, this is so delicious. This is so bringing.
Okay, so let me ask Era. Era said she disagree with me. Charmaine, I disagree with you in my opinion. I don't know what is she disagreeing with me with. So can you make that clear to me, Era? What are you disagreeing with in your opinion? Because I would love to know. Because all that I've stated is in my opinion. So let me know what you're disagreeing with and see if I can explain it why I had that, why my opinion was that way. So yeah.
All right, so okay, so let me come back here. Okay, guys. All I know is this. I just pulled it. Will Wayne bring Anthony because he's petty? Oh my God, to the dinner. Oh my goodness. I'm just laughing about this. Guys, popcorn, anyone? Popcorn, anyone? This is too delicious, guys. Come on now. This is too delicious. This is going to be delicious for you. Yeah, this is going to be delicious for real, guys. Can you imagine Anthony had the dinner? So I just did a shorts before I come on, right? I did a shorts with Amber says. What did Amber says? Am I something that I don't remember? So I can't even remember what me write anymore. What Amber said. If she's stupid, something of this sort, I'm gonna say yes. You're gonna have your boyfriend, your ex, and your husband.
My husband in one place.
Dinner.
No. But they were there the other day when they went for Candy's thing. They were all there, so it would not be the first time. This would be just a more intimate setting. But they were all
Lord.
there the other day. There was Amber and Wayne, and there was Denisha as well. So that
Wayne
was a
says,
more intimate setting.
darling, all I know, Charmaine, this is too delicious. They're in the same circle. Somebody in the chat family used to say, I think it's Eklin. I haven't seen Eklin in a long time. I hope Eklin is okay. I have to go send her a message or give her a call. Yeah, I hope she's okay. I misses you, Eklin. Yeah. So Eklin says, I Wayne is gonna go into business with Dave. She called it.
Yes, she did.
But
She
yeah,
said
she
about,
did. And I
yes, she
remember she
did.
called it. So
I,
I have to give a
yes,
shout out to Eklin.
I could not
But it's
remember.
not by Evelyn. She said Evelyn would, Amber would tell him and then whatever, but it's actually coming from Dave this
Dave
time.
himself.
So
Yeah,
it's
remember
so they
she
did
did.
use some of her ideas. So let
Yes,
me
she
just
did.
give her a shout out.
Yeah, Eklund did say that because Wayne is vegan and the restaurants are
Yeah, but she
vegan.
says it's
So
gonna be
yeah,
Eklin, Amber gonna
yeah.
introduce them together, but it's actually Dave. All
Dave.
right, so
Yeah,
oh
because
hi
Dave,
dear baby, I miss you. Yeah, so they took so you were part right, darling, but it's not by Evelyn or Amber, it's by Dave. But you did called it. All right, darling. So I give you off maybe minus B. Yeah, a minus B because I have to take off Eklin, I have to take off Amber and Eklin. Dave. No, Amber and Evelyn. Yeah, Amber and Evelyn. So you get part of it right because you did get it that Wayne is gonna do business. So kudos against to Eklin. All right, she did an awesome job. So when we're here, anybody says anything, I'll try to remember so we can give you a shout out. All right, my darlings. All right, Eklin, I misses you and
okay.
dear, you're coming. You're gonna live long. I
I
haven't seen
think
Tina Young for a bit. I hope she's okay too. All right, so ladies and gents,
Sharon,
let's.
give me a minute because I
Mhm.
think Arrow make it clear why she is does not agree with my opinion. She said Wayne being obsessed with Amber because the same Amber said she's doing the podcast just to be close to Wayne. You left out a very vital part of that Arrow. She said she's want to do the podcast to be close to Wayne because of what Wayne brings to the public, what Wayne name mean to the world, and she want to be close to all of that so she can get out there. It was not to be close to Wayne per se as a man wanting to be close to a woman for a romantic reason. It was not that. That was not what she said. So if you, and that is, this is my opinion, but if you go back and you watch, it's going to tell you exactly what she said.
Yeah, that's what she
Said
said,
she want
Eklin.
to be close to it.
Error,
That's what she
error.
told. That's what she told. What's her name? Keisha. She said
Yeah,
she
that's what she
want
told
to do the
Keisha. Yeah,
podcast because of
she
that
wants the bag.
so much for her, and being close to Wayne will get her bag. That's what
Yeah,
she said. That's what she said. It was not because of any obsession being with Wayne in any romantic setting or anything. I think Amber has moved on from Wayne.
yeah, she
I
has.
think Amber has actually moved on from Wayne.
Yeah, she has. We'll see that because remember the first divorce when Wayne was stripping in the house that she has stripped,
Exactly.
and she asked him what he was doing. They even pulled. Have you ever seen that? I keep on looking for that skit, and they pulled it. They never showed it again because I think they dropped the ball on that one, and they didn't let us. I think they didn't want her to have the affair, so that they showed it and then they take it down. I've never seen it again.
Yeah, but they Amber did say to him, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's what
Because
she said. She turned around and asked him.
Wayne was stripping. Wayne was in the midst of stripping. Oh my God, that country Wayne boy. Amber Road says that country Wayne boy. Anthony said the same thing, that country Wayne boy, because everybody know that. And what did Dave say to him today? You're a fool or something. He said something to him, or you're a fool. You know, you're a fool. When he said, can he, his plus one be Anthony? And he said, you're a fool, or something like that.
He says you can't, what you call it there, you can't bring, what you call it, I don't even remember no more. He says, I don't have a thing against Buddy, but no, considering the situation.
Listen, guys, and there are people has been asking since the day Dave came onto this scene. What is it about him that attracts? Because there's nothing special about him, but and this is real life. This is not. I'm not talking about skit life, and I'm not talking about my opinion now. This is real life. I don't know how much of you guys know Yellow Man that used to sing. It was a DJ. Yellow Man was a DJ. Yellow Man have the most beautiful girls that you can imagine. And people would say, who want to deal with Yellow Man? Look at Yellow Man. Yellow Man is this, Yellow Man is that, blah, blah, blah. But if you see the girls that Yellow Man used to have, his wife is a beautiful woman. And she has kids for him. So I'm not going to sit here and say she was just with him for his money, because they were intimate, because there are kids to prove that. So people are attracted to different things in a man. Some people are attractive to their looks. I like tall, dark, and handsome. And older. So I have to put that in there.
I don't like older.
No, I like older. Tall, dark. Like I tell somebody I like my men like I like my coffee black. Black and strong. That's how I like my coffee. Black and strong. That's how I
Black
like my
and
men.
strong.
Black and strong. So some people are attracted to chocolate, some people are attracted to vanilla. You are attracted to different people. So when people keep saying, Dave is not this and Dave is not that, I don't even know what Amber see in him. Amber sees something in him that what did Amber see in Anthony? What was she attracted to in Mike? What was she attracted to in Kelvin? Or even that white boy there, the Spanish one, what's his name? The one that wanted the Victor. There was something that was attracted for her to be want to have something with them. So please, we're not going to sit here and say, oh, what Dave, and nothing is wrong with Dave. Dave is a handsome, tall chocolate man. Dark chocolate as well, not the white, because they have white chocolate now and they have all kind of chocolate. Dark chocolate. There's nothing wrong with it. So we not going to sit here and see what Amber see in him, because there is nothing that is about Dave. But I can tell you, Dave is nice. He's my type, but I am not attracted to him because I don't like men with beard. So if I was to talk to him, you'd have to shave that beard off. I don't like men with beard.
Oh, yes, I didn't even notice.
No, that's my pet peeve. I don't like men with beard or mouth starch.
Yeah, I mean, I like that either.
I don't like it. I don't.
Because the mustache
Here, I don't mind if they're dreadlocks, but if the beard is there, no, I'm not. No, I hate a bearded man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody have different pet peeves, and everybody have different likes, and everybody will deal with people on a different level. So Upper likes Dave for whatever, and he can lay the pipe because she said he is bigger and better. So I guess
Exactly.
he can lay the pipe.
He is bitter and better.
I guess he can lay the pipe.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Oh my God. Oh, somebody said they remember Yellow Man. Nice voice. Yes, Yellow Man was, yeah, nice. I know Yellow Man personally. He used to like one of my cousins, but she never liked him. She couldn't stand him, but he used to like her. But oh my God, yeah. Oh God, somebody say Yellow Man don't look good. Oh please, Yellow Man is worse than not looking good. Oh, Charmaine, I'm calling Melissa. Charmaine, I'm calling it. Melissa is going to tell Daniel that the letter is Dave's birthday gift. She said she'd know when. Remember, she told Daniel that you'll know when to give it to him. So if Daniel know that Dave's birthday, maybe she will give it to him.
Oh, so maybe it's a birthday gift then.
You don't know.
I'm dying to find out. Okay, so what advice did Ernestine give Amber?
Oh, she said she's going to be going with Amber, so that if he start to jump, if he start to leap, she's going to frog him or some foolishness.
You know something?
She said she will be going, but Amber did tell her already to come to the dinner, but not to bring tray. So this is not like she's just going to go because Wayne is going to be there, and that skit did not actually make a lot of sense because Amber did invite her already to the dinner and warn her not to bring tray. So this was not a new invite from Amber to say, "Oh, no," but
I
Amber
Rhonda.
said, "No, you really have to come." Yes, but she had extended that invitation to her already.
Charmaine,
Mm-hmm.
what if Ernestine says she's going to go save Amber and she end up out in Amber instead? Because you know, oh, she can't keep fear traps close.
Well, that would be a real twist.
Of course, that would be a real twist because it just popped into my head. You know what I mean? What
That
if Ernestine is the one that snake Amber?
is
Because up till now, Ernestine and Amber supposed to be friends. Ernestine hasn't even
that
touched
would
Amber
be
and
a
tell her about
real
Denisha and Iman.
that
Delicia
would be
and Iman.
that would be a real twist. Trust
Mm-hmm.
if Ernestine is the one who, for some
Actually,
reason,
tell
hey,
Ann.
you're behaving like you and Amber are no longer together, remember? And then they've turned around looking at Ernestine like that would be a,
Exactly.
Amber would be, trust me, Amber would be like, I don't think Amber would want to talk to Ernestine again
That
because
would be something if that happened.
remember, okay, look at it this way. If they're going to bring it that way, Shayla was the one who was Amber's best friend who told Anthony about Wayne. Remember? Shayla told Anthony about Wayne. Amber said today, I think I should tell him I don't want a repeat of Anthony. What is going to happen? Ernestine is now Amber's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So it popped in your head, and you might be correct that for some reason because Ernestine talk a lot, and Amber is
Mm-hmm.
always saying
Talks too much.
you just keep running your mouth, running your mouth, running your mouth. You might be correct, might be something, and then Ernestine blurt it out,
Mm-hmm.
not even realizing what she's saying. So that would mean that two of Amber's best friend were the one to out Dave and Amber business.
Exactly. And you know what? I think that's exactly where I go happen. It's a possibility. It's a
We'll see.
possibility.
We'll see on Thursday. We will see Thursday. We will see Thursday.
Oh, we're gonna be a moderator night on Wednesday, so we'll get to know on
Yeah.
Wednesday because it's Wednesday's his birthday. We're doing moderator night then, so most likely we'll find out on moderator night.
Yep.
And
So
can you believe she's there saying, "Why, Wayne? Why did you accept the invitation?"
gosh, he was invited. Why would she? Why would he not? And the first thing, the man tell him that we can do some business, and he told him, and he told Amber about the vegan. Wayne is vegan, and they get this opportunity in LA. Wayne have a house in LA. Wayne do business in LA, so it might be a perfect opportunity for him to to invest. Wayne might go in as an investor. Dave
Yeah.
the marketer. So Dave might not be investing, but Wayne might want to invest. Or Wayne might buy a franchise to come to Atlanta. Who
Mm.
knows? Maybe this was going to be Wayne thing and get Denisha to go run it.
Yeah.
So maybe Dave,
Oh yes, that's a good
I'm
idea.
going to get a franchise in Atlanta, and maybe that's where I need to place Denisha to
Yeah.
see all of that. So maybe, and it may be a bigger opportunity, and then it will be more money. Because if you are going to manage a restaurant like that, it's going to be maybe she's might be put her name on something to say she's a part owner or something, or get Anthony to invest in it as well. So who knows? This might be another branch.
Or
They
maybe he won't put Anthony, you know why? Because Anthony snake him with Shauna
Yeah, that's
restaurant.
true. But
The cousin there.
yeah.
Kashana.
So who knows? This might be a perfect opportunity for him to spread his wings and bring the business to Atlanta.
Yeah, that is true. All right, let me take some comments here. All right, so let me read some comments here. Lee says, You know what funny? Um, she was trying to bring his family, but he ended up bringing her ex. Talk about being reversed. I know, Whaley. Absolutely right.
We not sure yet if the family is not going to be there. So we still keeping our fingers crossed because Charity might decide in the long run that, you know what, I'm
But they
going to
don't
do
have
it.
enough table
Trust me,
because they
it's a
said not going.
restaurant. It's a restaurant. It's a
Okay.
restaurant. It's not like they're booking. It's a restaurant. So they will find more
Okay.
tables.
Okay. All right. Hold on here. Let me just come down. Welcoming everyone. Hi, Diane. Hi, dear Tracia. Hi, dear Sabrina. Michelle. Michelle says here. Hi, Sharon. And chat. Please tell Dave about Amber and Wayne. I'm begging you. I know you've been begging me. And but you know what? I did a short and I told her. I tell them already in that short. I says Amber Hex, her boyfriend, and her husband is gonna be at the dinner. She is a lucky woman. Can you imagine her boyfriend birthday party and she have her ex, that is Wayne, and it's a possibility Buddy,
That Henry
aka
Anthony.
Anthony, will be at the dinner. She's a lucky
Oh
woman.
my God. Or he might just tell Anthony that this is where the dinner is going to be. So you might like you're passing through. And then you see us and pretend like whatever. But I don't like the question that you ask because you're talking about Ernestine is going to snake. I don't think Ernestine would willingly or
No,
deliberately.
because she loves to run her mouth. Who
No,
said
no,
that?
no. That's not snaking. If you're snaking somebody, it's something you do deliberately. And I would not think she would want to deliberately hurt Amber. She will unwittingly do it. And that is, I see her doing it unwittingly, not deliberately, because if she's going to snake Amber, that means she's deliberately doing it. And I don't think she would do that deliberately. So,
Let me redo it.
yeah. And
Okay.
I saw a skit where with Parnell, and every time I watch Parnell skit, I have to laugh. I had to laugh. Parnell said, Bethany, he thinks Bethany know that the divorce papers coming, and that's why Bethany paid the doctor to say that she's sick. And I'm like, Parnell is always talking some stupidness. Why would Bethany pay the doctor to say her stitches tear or whatever just to avoid getting divorce paper? It's still gonna come. If it don't come now, or she think because of that Larry will change his mind. But I don't think so. Parnell is just full of jokes. Parnell is just full of jokes. But I enjoy watching Parnell. I enjoy watching Parnell. And this morning I saw Genesis and Libby. And I was reading the chat, I was reading the comments, and somebody said when they watch Genesis and Libby, they get crazier than them. And I'm like, it's not that I get crazier. I get nightmare watching Libby, and then Genesis is joining in. Oh my God. I'm glad it's early in the morning and not in the night. But these two people, I have no clue why they have them in the skits and together. Genesis and Libby, trust me, anybody watching them would be going crazy like them because they would make anybody go crazy. Genesis and Libby.
Mm.
No, they take crazy to a whole new level. Genesis and Libby take crazy to a and both crazy fighting for crazy. What's his name? Terry.
Yeah.
How would you be fighting for Terry? Terry said, tell Natasha, oh, he did not, he was about to unalive himself last night, but he did not. And Natasha said if he did not, he would take his case. And
He
then you
might.
have Kendrick, somebody who is very stable, a very good lawyer, is crashing out.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they making all these men wimpy? Because look at now Kendrick. Kendrick was one of the stronger character in terms of being solid, and now he's crashing out. This is no, this is not good for men. Charles is going doing too much over this girl that walking sideways.
Somebody tell us yesterday, allegedly, that's his real life. In real life, I don't know, allegedly.
And I hope she's not walking sideways in real life. I hope in real life she's not walking sideways. But no, when you think about it, all these men are doing the most.
I know.
Anthony is the. I don't even want to touch on him because.
Yes, we're gonna touch on him. Let me take some comments and then I'll touch on Anthony.
Hmm.
And then we can come back to Dave and and Amber and Wayne. Because you see, everybody know I call Wayne. So now Dave and the bagwagon now I call Wayne. Okay, 9.9, that's not good. All right, so Suzette J says, Ernestine is the same one who encouraged her to cheat with Dave. Yep, she is the same one that did that. Anyhow, she was still married to Jay. She wouldn't believe in marriage. She wouldn't have done that. All right. So, well says there, Suzette. Then Sabrina says, Amber is so self-absorbed. If you are that worried, then tell him exactly. But Suzette, Sabrina, I know you're on defense, but remember we have some Amber supremacists inside, extremists inside here, and we don't want them to come for us tonight. We need to have a nice, clean chat. Do we? Nope.
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence, but I'll call a spade a spade.
Exactly. We have to call a spade a spade. We can't change for nobody. We are called the spade. But I tell the man, if your conscience bother you so much, set your conscience free
If your
and tell
conscience
the
set
man.
you free, you're free indeed. If your
Exactly.
conscience set you free, there's this song we used to sing in church when I used to go do church
Yeah.
younger. If your conscience set you free, you're free.
Free indeed.
Free indeed. So her conscience is not setting her free. She
Oh, both
is.
of them, Chance. I'm talking about Ernest and Ernestine. Chance and Sharon. Who are you talking about? Ernestine or Ernest? Just kidding. I know you are. Oh, God, Chance.
Ernestine.
Oh, let me read some more comments there, Charm. My lovely here says, Goddess says, please hit the like button. Thanks, chat. Goddess says, good evening, Sharon Mads and chat. Good evening, Eros. Suzette J says he may be a permanent fixture, but not with Amber. He's going to have his own storyline. You better not say that out loud. You know, me tell you, no, we need to have a clean, nice, smooth life. But we like to have fun. We like to mix it up. Oh my goodness, Suzette. All right. SW says Amber is acting like it's Wayne's fault that Dave asked him to come. Exactly. But because you feel it, okay, guys, I'm gonna be frank with you guys. I think the reason why Tabada so she make him fire the girl. What's your name? Melissa. So, oh, can you let me fire Melissa? Melissa was in my past. Wayne's supposed to be in your past, but you're working with him. See where the argument gonna lie, the issues. Oh my God, this a lot of trouble, you know. Amber got pick out. Amber jump out of the frying pan in the fire. Me tell you, the blouse and skirt and pants and shirt.
You know something? I don't think they're going to bring it. I don't think they're going to bring it yet. I don't think Amber and Dave thing is going to come out just yet. I think it's going to be a little bit later when Dave and Wayne sort of get into a real business, start doing stuff together, and that is when it's going to come out. I'm
I
not
know
seeing
it.
it coming out right now because the purpose of them is for them to do business, and Amber is going to be so nervous. I think Amber is going to be on pins and needles. And
Mm,
even you see, when Dave told her today the kind of business and whatever, she was nervous, but she still said, okay, okay, because she could not say you cannot do business with Wayne because then Dave would want to know why. and she would have to tell Dave why he could not. And then the whole Melissa thing would come back up. So
Yeah.
I think he will find out, but I don't think it's going to be just yet.
Thank you, Ozzy. All right, Charmaine. Okay, so here Susan Jason again. Dave seeing business opportunity with Wayne. His business is suffering because Melissa is gone. La la dee la la la. I thank you for that, Susan. As this says, very nice pics. You look so peaceful. Oh, me? Oh, you mean Charmaine.
Ah,
You see?
what?
And then she says she love your pics. You look so
Oh,
peaceful.
I was enjoying the Caribbean Sea behind me.
Mm.
So yeah, it was. That picture was taken in Portland. We were at this jerk place, getting jerk chicken and
Oh yeah, I
pork
heard
and
that the
chicken.
jerk business
Yeah,
in
there over
Portland
there.
is really
Yes,
nice.
that's where we were, and I
Yeah.
was just sitting on the wall with the Caribbean Sea behind me. Yeah.
And then Michelle says here, I'm not sure if I Portland, my sister-in-law they carry me. And we have some jerk chicken there, yeah. So Michelle Thompson says Dave and Wayne are getting close. So Amber should tell him. Seems like they'll be doing business together. Oh yes, they're gonna be doing business together. Nice picture, yes. And then good evening, Suzette Sabrina. All right. S says here,
Thank
we
you.
know what looks like Charmaine. You're gorgeous.
Thank
Uh
you. Thank
so
you.
you see,
Thank
me tell
you.
you, say when you talk about them, give you a different picture, and that looks just like you.
Ah, that's an
But
animated pic I got.
that no down,
Yes.
that a for your
Well,
picture.
they kind of cleaned me up then. They kind of cleaned me up.
Them not do nothing serious, so you look.
They kind of cleaned me up. Ah,
Me not do nothing to for me picture them. 1 minute depends on how me hair is. Me look totally different.
oh, really?
Sometimes me even scare my own self.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that. I don't see that. I don't believe that.
Okay, so let me just come down here. So, guys, our moderator here is saying, please like, share to Sharon underscore Rico review. Thank you guys for liking and sharing. And I'll also like you guys to click the like button. Thank you, my lovelies, and all who already clicked the like button area. Aiming to tell me that I can't get a like to save my life. My goodness, guys, don't go one like. Goddess, what's going on? Come on, guys. Are you guys being nice to share
And you
share?
have 42 likes. So
I
I don't
do.
know what you're looking at. It's 42
Well, tell that
likes.
to YouTube. YouTube tell me say me don't have not even one like.
Well, I don't know why YouTube is 42. I see 42 likes and I see 44 in the chat. And
Then me have to reset my screen then.
then maybe,
Refresh it.
yeah.
All right. So Sabrina says thank you guys for hitting the like button. You need to use Kraft Crackers barrel cheese. It makes a nice consistency when it's melted. Ooh. Okay. Hello, Charmaine. Oh, was your day, goddess? Erida asked, I
No,
think you answered.
my day was good. Actually, I was in the kitchen most of today. I went to vote. Actually, we have voting here in Florida. Early voting. We are choosing people to run for Congress.
That's
So
a good idea.
there's early voting here, and I went to vote today.
Mm-hmm.
And the polls closed today. Today is the final day for early voting. So they will do it on the 18th, I think, Tuesday. So I don't like to go to my polling place. It's far from my house. Where I go today, it's not really far, but it's easier to go to where I went to today, and there's not a lot of crowd there. There's not a lot of people, so it was easy. So I went to vote today, and yeah, we are
Thank you,
voting for people
goddess.
to run in the November election.
Okay, that's good. So you get the vote from today?
No, we are just choosing people to represent us in Congress and in the Senate.
Okay,
On,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
for the
okay.
in the November election.
I
Yeah.
wish we could have vote to would have vote.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I always do my civic duty because I look at that as a civic duty. And
Mm.
regardless if the person, the candidate that I support win or lose, I exercise my civic duty.
Yeah, we have to. Yes. So anybody on the chat here with us, if you haven't done so, please go out and do your early voting as Charmaine done, if you can do that. Because me thought all of that it come out of system. But anyway, we are
Yeah, I think they're
Canadians. We're
closing.
just
I'm not
hearing.
sure what time they're going to be closing, but today
Oh,
is the
okay.
final day for early voting here, and then
Mm,
Tuesday is the day when they can actually go. There is
all right.
primary season.
So let's read some more comments. Goddess, Sif says at Goddess, LOL. My little boy just says, wasn't you talking to her already on the screen? He's sitting beside me on the phone. Oh, Sam, I watch Goddess. And then Jeff says, just Amber, just as absorbed, she only joined the podcast because Wayne is involved. Yes, Jeff. And then Dee says, when are the Daltons going to realize that Wayne and Shayla is the cause of the breakdown in their marriage because no boundaries were set for them? They'll find out that on the podcast, I
But
think.
I did find that out already. Amber no, and Anthony no. It's just that they okay. So knowing something and not confronting it is two different things. Because I might know that this person is the person who robbed me or who break into my house, and I will look at them sideways every day, but I am never ever going to want to maybe go up to them and say, I know you're the one who broke into my house, because I don't want to confront them for whatever reason. So I would not say they don't know or when they're going to find out. I think they do know. It's just that they're still cuddling these people, and I don't know for what reasons. Anthony's still friends with Dave. Amber is now building a relationship with Shayla. So we don't know why they're cuddling these people for, and they know that they were the reason for 85% of their marriage failing.
Recipe.
Yeah, and people saying that I think if Amber tells
Disaster.
Dave, it would be better than if somebody else tells Dave. I don't think it's going to be a big deal because right now Dave is sleeping with a married woman. So why would he be the first to cause to throw stones? Because he's doing the same thing that and she was not married then. So why would he be upset? He's sleeping with a married woman right now. What do you think he's doing? He's having an affair with a married woman, although he keeps saying, oh, she filed paperwork, she filed paperwork. She's still married. And as his mother pointed out, that the woman is still married, you're a thief, you're a robber. She's still married. So if he's going to huff and puff and blow the house down because Amber was having an affair and all of that, he's doing the same thing.
Charmaine,
Have the same thing.
Charm,
Yeah.
I think the reason why it's gonna be an issue, he's gonna blame her because he fired Melissa.
Well, Amber did not tell Dave to fire Melissa.
Yeah, I know, but he's still
So
gonna blame her for
no,
that.
no, he's not supposed to blame her for that because she did not tell Dave you need to get rid of Melissa.
But you know, all people like to blame her for stuff.
Yeah, and today I was on Facebook and there's this guy. He has a platform that he does reviews, and this was about Evelyn and Dave. This whole thing he was reviewing the Evelyn and Dave situation, and yet Amber, he was reviewing the Evelyn. He was reviewing Evelyn and Wayne and Dave situation, and who was the center in his review? Amber. All he was talking about was Amber and who is pimping out who and Amber's. And I'm like, oh my God, Amber was not even in the skit. Amber name was never even mentioned in the skit. But Amber is the scapegoat. It's like
Exactly.
when you go on Facebook, it doesn't matter who is in these skits. Amber is always in the comments. Trust me, sometimes I have to sit and I laugh and I'm like, how is Libby and Terry business all of a sudden turn into an Amber situation because now they're saying something about Amber, and I'm like, this is the same thing Amber is doing. This is, and I'm like, oh my God. It's
But Charmaine, that happens to me a lot too because you come on to talk about. So Uncle today, nobody mention it. We just stick to Bethany and Larry.
listen, I am listen. I you know I do all these skits. I'll watch all of them, even when they're stupidness. Sometimes they turn me off. I'll start watch and I'll not continue, but I'll start to watch. But I always read I love to go into the comment section, and for whatever reason, there is never a skit, and somebody does not mention Amber name in the comments. It doesn't even matter if it has nothing to do with Amber. Somehow, Amber name. Sometimes people have to say, what this have to do with Amber? When you reading it
Mhm.
and this person say something and they say, what this have to do with Amber? This skit is not even about Amber. What you call it Amber name? But I'm telling you, these people, well, these people are putting a lot of money in Amber's pocket in real life. A lot of money. Because these comments are driving what she's making. Believe me. Oh my Lord. Man. Wow. I just keep saying wow. Every time I see it, I have to say wow. These people are
Mm.
crazy.
Yeah, so we are speaking on. So Sabrina says, well said, Charm. Sabrina says, yes, tell him no before the podcast. And Eros, she sure is. And SW says, I think knowing it's going to come out now, she's having flashback. Oh my goodness. Hi there, Del Marie. How are you? Jeff? Yes, Jeff. You're all right. Amber told Keisha herself that she is doing the podcast just to be close to Wayne.
Yeah, but she said she want to be close to Wayne because Wayne is in the world of the world and she want her back. So it was not just to be close to Wayne in a romantic setting. It's to be close to Wayne to get her bag. That's what it
Mm,
was all about. That she can get her bag because she know if
mm.
she's on that podcast, she'll be able to get her bag.
So, do you believe Amber is being stripped? She said, am I stripping? Oh, Lord, Charmaine. Charmaine, I disagree. Okay, you read that opinion already. Okay, how far me is? I think me they down too close still. I don't believe that the instance like says in the review, men are about their business, no matter about Amber. They will force the business relationship with Wayne, Anthony, and Dave. Yeah, they definitely will. And Esther will say, at Sharon and the chat, if I'm not mistaken, did Amber and Ernestine both used to deal with Mike?
No,
Amber did.
Amber deal with
Amber
Mike
was
in
in her
high
high
school.
school time. In high school, but Ernestine deal with Mike, but she never told Amber.
And I don't think she ever will.
Exactly. So Amber need to learn to keep her trap closed. I don't trust Ernestine. I'm sorry. Where Amber is concerned, Amber have snakes around her.
All
EP
around
says,
her.
I don't like how Amber say Wayne is petty, but she's always want a favor from Wayne. But she swears he's a narcissist and AIDS woman. Mm, that's a good one. Wayne is messy. He is willing to bring Anthony. Okay, me come back to this one here. You see, EP, you're absolutely right. She call him a narcissist, but she want a job from him. She and you're right. She anytime she want help, she call him. So what is it? Why she needs to be around him? And do you guys notice? Dave is just like like who? Wayne. I'm seeing the similarities between Wayne and Dave. I wonder if anybody noticed it. Wayne is messy. He will bring Anthony. I have a feeling he will, but let's see if we're wrong. Goddess says the men may turn out to be friends. It's Amber being insecure. Just tell Dave the truth. Exactly. Goddess. Del Marie says, I don't think this is too late for Amber to tell Dave. Amber told Dave she would tell him about her mistake at a later date. She should tell him. I think she should, in my humble opinion. Raquel says Amber needs to tell Dave about Wayne before dinner, or else this is going to blow up in her face. Lauren is going to be Shayla 2.0 when she see Dave, she's going to plot on Dave to get to him. I kind of like that. Oh, when Dave, thank you for that, Raquel. You're absolutely right on that. It's a possibility Wayne can also bring Lauren. Yep, I think so. Let's see what happens. All right, so that's a great idea there. Del Marie says Dave said he doesn't want Anthony there. He said doesn't want Buddy there, but as Charmaine says, and I think Wayne can twist it and says it's his business partner. That's why he brings him. Goddess London the day Amber made Melissa lose her job. That is why my dislikeness dropped towards Amber. Okay, thank you, Era, for that. Sharon, I called it. I told you Dave would introduce Wayne to Evelyn to invest in the vegan restaurant. You says Amber is going to tell Wayne about Evelyn and whatever. But you did say it. I did call it for you. When you come on, I tell you, says you got part of it right. So it is what it is. So thank you for that. We are going to give you a shout out. We have to have an explosion at the dinner, same as Denisha mother dinner. Mirror image, exactly so. And then let's see here. Okay, so Melissa letter today, birthday gift. I'm wondering what it is, Eklin. I'm wondering what is inside that letter because it was really thick. Watch when T goes off. And D, thank you. I glimpsed it, but I haven't watched it yet. And Raquel says, if Anthony attends the dinner, he's going to expose Amber and Wayne to Dave. Just mess up Amber's situation. Oh my goodness. This is why Amber should follow her instinct and tell Dave. Wayne being obsessed with Amber because the same Amber said she is doing the podcast just to be close to Wayne. All right, Del Marie says here. Dave told Amber to put the past in the past. He said she must take accountability for her mistake and move on from it. All right, thank you, dear. Del Marie says, Amber said she wants to be close to Wayne because of business purposes. And let me just come down here. Who is coming in? Ernestine will still bring Trey. What a calamity. Oh goodness. They better get another assistant to so he doesn't continue to lose out on business, Suzette J says. And Lacrease Chair says, I'm very disappointed about Dave. He has not ethnicity tactics. I hope I said that right, darling. My tongue tied there for a bit. Thank you for that. EP says, if Amber really wants this relationship with Dave to work, she needs to tell Dave before the party. Exact. That's what I told you guys. Yes. So no. Sabrina says here. Okay. D Fraser says, Ernestine is going to say what Wayne is obsessed with Amber in front of Dave. Charity says is going to tell Melissa she's giving Dave a birthday dinner. She will get Danielle to give him the letter then. Okay. Anna Jones says Dave won't have an issue because he's never volunteered Melissa and she had the key to the house. All right. Wayne will tell Anthony to invest. Remember, Dave is a marketer, so he needs somebody who can close a deal, and that's where Wayne comes in, he says. Okay, that's a good one there. I don't believe Anthony will tell it. If Anthony was going to tell Dave about Amber and Wayne, he would have done when he popped up a couple skits ago. Okay. I'm just come down some more. All right. I forget about the letter. Jeff says Amber instinct is telling her to not. Instinct is not to tell him, but she said she wants to tell him. If Lauren goes, she will be plotting out to get Dave. All right. And all right. So I think I catch up to everything most of. All right. So now, guys, we're going to deviate from Amber for a bit. All right. So now, guys, why is Amber listening to Ernestine once again of what she should do about Wayne when the time is showing near to tell her the truth. Yes, she has her feelings to tell him, and she's not choosing to do so. So anything happen, it's an amber. So I don't need nobody to come on here and tell me, say, oh, they don't like the skit. The skit is this, the skit is that. She is there, and it's up to Amber right now, to be honest. Okay, so let we jump out of Amber and Dave and Wayne for a bit. We're gonna deviate, and we're going to touch on Anthony. And I need everybody attention. Anybody who is just coming in, please click the like button. All right, so now, Anthony and Shayla. He was by his baby mother house this morning. And to my knowledge, she told him how much the baby birthday party is gonna cost. Last year it was 15,000. It's just 5,000 more upon it, right? So now it's
Inflation.
20,000.
Inflation.
And it's inflation. So now Anthony went home and have a little talk with his mistress, Denisha. Denisha says, are you crazy? You know, he says, guess how much it's gonna cost? And she said, oh, maybe a couple thousand. He says 20,000. She said, for what? That's a 2-year-old party. What's she gonna do with that? Let me ask you guys something now. How much did that bedroom cost Anthony to do for Kai? With all this stuff, the bed, the decoration, everything. The big Kai. Did his bed, is his son have a bedroom in that house? No. Do you guys think what's your name, Shayla, is very ridiculous with this price for a 2-year-old birthday party? She have her backyard. She can decorate. Have them come and decorate in the yard. It doesn't cost 20,000. But then again, she says he's rich. She even wrote that says you're taking care of somebody kid and you're not a father to your own kid. And he says you can't do that. Big Kai don't have his daughter and his father in his life since he was one. Shayla says, I don't care about nobody else's kid but mine. You notice? Every time Shayla does something good, and we praise her, we call her and tell her that she does something good, then what the writer does, they let Shayla goes back to being self-centered, mean, and disgusting. And that's what she did today. She did not care about that other kid. She just want, if she says you be a father to your own child, you care about your child, right? So tell me now, how do you guys feel about this $20,000 for a birthday party? Was Denisha right in saying, nope, she don't need that 20,000? Does she have any say in that? Because Anthony gave her mother $10,000 for her birthday, plus he pays for the party. We do not know how much that party costs. And then he gave Denisha $20,000 to go buy an outfit for herself. So why is he think it's so hard to drop a $20,000 fan fee picnic? That makes sense to me. Do you think she was outrageous? Was she out of line? Let's speak on it.
Okay, so I'm going to speak on it, and I know I am on the fence, and I'm going to tell everybody right now, I'm not taking sides with anybody. I'm just calling a spade, and if you want to come for me, this is my opinion. I don't care a rats. So, first of all, Anthony give Shayla $15,000 last year, and there we have to start it from last year. Look at it this way. My son is in middle school. I gave him $5 a day for his lunch. Okay, $5 a day for his lunch. My son goes to high school. I said, okay, I'm going to give him an increase. I start to give him for the week. I put $30 on his card for the week. So now he's getting $6 a day for his lunch. He called me and he said, Mom, this is not enough money. I said, okay, I'm giving you an extra $5. Now he's getting $35 a week for his lunch. Last year was when I set that precedent to give him $5. If I was not giving him that $5 last year, do you think you'd be able to call me and said, can you put more money on that $5? If I started to give him the $5 this year, you'd be okay with it. If I was giving him $1 last year and this year I'm giving him $5, you'd be okay with it. But I gave him $5 last year when he was in middle school. Now he's in high school. He's thinking, I'm in a different grade level, so I'm supposed to be getting more money. Same thing Shayla is doing. Shayla said last year she got 15,000. Kai was one. When you look at that birthday party, whatever they did with that 15,000, Anthony gave it freely. Anthony did not even tell Amber that he gave Shayla 15,000. The only thing he did, he said, I'm not going to give you the money if Amber cannot come to the party. He gave Shayla the money with stipulation last year. So he freely gave her that 15,000 with stipulation. Kai is now 2. So if Kai is doubling age, she did not double the money. She only put $5,000 on the money. She could ask for 30 because she could say it's double the age, double the money.
Mm-hmm.
However, we were talking from last year that Kai did not need that kind of birthday party. There was
Exactly.
no way in hell I would be giving. Well, I want to ask for that, but Anthony's rich. So my $500 that I would spend for my kid party compared to Anthony, $20,000 that you'd spend for, he's a millionaire. So 20,000 is like my $20. His 20,000 is like my $20 because he's rich. So, and he tell people that he's rich. He told Shayla that Shayla rent is like his parking ticket. Remember what he told Shayla? When Shayla said, remember my rent money? And he said, yeah, I'll pay your rent because that is like a parking ticket for me. So when he tells Shayla that her rent, I don't know what her rent is, like a parking ticket for me, what message is he sending Shayla? He's telling Shayla that that's like chicken feed. I can afford it. I'm rich. So Shayla come now and ask for $20,000 for a birthday party. In the grand scheme of things, that's like a parking ticket for Anthony as well. That's like taking Kai to McDonald's. It's like for me taking my son to McDonald's or Chuck E. Cheese to get a party at Chuck E. Cheese. In the grand scheme of things, that's what Anthony is doing for it. That $20,000 is going to look like I'm taking my son to Chuck E. Cheese to get him a birthday party. My whole thing now, I'm coming off of that because I would not spend that money and I would not do it last year and I would not do it this year. But the grand scheme of things is Anthony's rich. My whole thing is that people keep saying Amber does not deserve any money from Anthony. Amber need to walk away from this marriage without anything. When I remember when the lawyer talked to Anthony about the money that they were going to offer Amber. And if anybody want to go back and listen what the lawyer was saying to Anthony, the lawyer said to Anthony, we have to agree that she held you down while you were building your wealth. Because the lawyer know Anthony went broke. And she said, and this is not my opinion, no, this is what the lawyer said to Anthony. She was the one holding you down while you were building your wealth. So, Amber played a vital role in Anthony building his wealth. Denisha, has Anthony closed one deal since he's been with Denisha? Heck no. Anthony has not mentioned that he's doing any closing or he's going to look at any property. When he was with Shayla or when he was with Amber or even when he was with Shayla, he used to talk about closing deal. He's meeting Rolanda here. They're going to look at a property. They were signing contracts. They were doing a lot of stuff. They were having meetings at Wayne's house. They were doing a lot of stuff then, even when he was with Shayla. Even when he was with Amber, he was working. Since he has been with Denisha, he has not closed one deal. She has no claim to fame. She has no claim to Anthony money. So when she's going to dictate and she's telling Anthony, I'm not asking you, I am telling you, you're not going to spend that money on your child birthday party. But she did not say one damn thing. When Anthony was making the room for her son, why didn't she say, Anthony, you have a son and I don't feel comfortable you doing a room for my son and you're not doing one for your son. So this is what we're going to do. You have
Exactly.
more than one room in this house. Get the same men to do a room for your son that when your son comes over, he'll have a room for himself. She did not say that. When
Exactly.
they went to, what you call it, that place that they went to, when they went to
Kentucky.
Louisville, and
Louisville.
he said to her, okay, I will pay the bill for your mother's party. All she said, I deserve it.
Yeah,
When she hung
exactly.
up the phone, she
Mm-hmm.
said, I deserve it.
Deserve
How
it.
the
Yeah.
hell does she deserve Anthony's money? And I want somebody to answer that in the chat. You can always come for me. I don't care. I don't care. How does Denisha deserve Anthony's money?
Yeah, but he
He
own
gave
did
her
not deserve it.
20,000. He gave her $20,000 for to go and shop for himself. He took her shopping, and that bill alone, he bought a ring. He took her shopping. She bought a shoes that for maybe about $11,000 or $12,000. How does Denisha deserve Anthony money? She has not put in one day of work apart from cooking lobster or whatever she's doing. She did not. She don't even like Anthony touching her, because you can see it on her face today when Anthony touch her. You
She
can see
walk
the
off.
of course, you can see
She
the
walked
disgust on her
off.
face. However, she's telling this man the money because Anthony told her, "Oh, I have $20 million. I'm a $20 million man, and you're a rich lady, and you're whatever." So that is her claim to fame, that she's going to dictate how he spend his money. This is
Yeah.
his son. And if Shayla told him that the birthday party was $50,000, she has no say in that. She has no say in that. People coming and saying Amber was the one who was holding him down. Regardless if Amber was paying any of the bills in the house or whatever, she was there. She was there. She was there with him when he lost some of his money or lost most of his money or whatever he lost. And Amber was there. The lawyer told him that Amber was the one who was holding you down while you were making your money. So I don't understand why no Anthony allowed Denisha to be dictating to him that he can't spend money on his son, regardless if it is $2,000 or if it is 20,000. She should not have that kind of say, because everybody's saying Amber don't deserve Anthony money. However, Denisha does. How does Denisha deserve Anthony's money? How does Denisha deserve to be in Anthony's house? Anthony has not closed one deal since
Exactly.
talking to Denisha. So how did Denisha help Anthony to
Good
amass
point. Good point,
the money that
Charmaine.
he has? The money that Anthony has right now, Denisha has nothing to do with it. She came in and she seen with all that money. She did not help him she did not stay up one night late with him and says, okay, I'm just going to stay with you until you finish doing what you're doing. I'm going to
Exactly.
do this, I'm going to do that. Nothing. She just came in with her BBL and her fake this and her fake that, and can cook some lobster mac and cheese and can cook some whatever. And that is her claim to Anthony $20 million. Come on.
Well said. I totally agree with you, Charmaine. Let's see what the chat family is saying. Let's see what the chat family is saying. All right. So you guys get a lot, so we're gonna discuss it. All right, my darling. Yes, I would tell her no. He will have a birthday party at my house. Kai will have his room done, and that's that. Sabrina says, Dee says, remember Shayla is the villain in the skit. Eric Eklund says, say it louder, Sharon. Shayla should have asked Anthony for 30K for Kai's party. Saying Anthony that paid for Denisha mother party plus 10K to her mom. Exactly. Can I come up? Yes, darling, you can. I'll send you the link. Hold on. All right, so it's sent, Lee. You'll have it in your email shortly. Sabrina says, no, Denisha doesn't ask to say, but she told him the truth. Charmaine, I totally agree with you. She shouldn't have no say. If the man wants to spend $100,000 on him 2-year-old baby party, I feel him picking that. Because she is accepting. And you're right. You touch on good points, Charmaine. You know what, Charm? Let me give you a round of applause. Well said. Well, our mama get $10,000 cash. Our else get. And then the mama party get paid for. Anthony does that without no much it costs. Anthony took Denisha on a shopping spree with his wife money, marital money, without no $1,000 he spent there. Maybe over 100,000. And him son can't get one like a party for 20,000. Come on now, guys. Come on. Okay, here. Denisha has no say about it. Say it in your lane. Stay in your lane. Exactly, do that. She need to turn in her lane. How them go on with? Don't you guys agree?
Of course, she needs to stay in her lane.
She
I'm
need to
not
turn
saying
in her
I'm
lane.
not saying the money is not ridiculous. That is not my point. My point is not saying that Shayla asked for 15 last year and she got it. So it gives her the humph to ask for more this year because she said it's inflation around here. So if she asked last year and got 15,000 and she's asking for 20,000, she think it's reasonable because she got it last year. Anthony did not fight back. Anthony did not say, no, I'm not giving you 15, I'm
Yeah,
giving you
at first
5.
he was. At first he was
Yeah,
fighting
but
back.
at the end of the day,
Ain't
he
give it.
came and he said, I will give you the money. Amber has to be at that party. So he bargained out the money. So, okay. And Sheila know he has the money. It's not that he doesn't have the money. He has the money. So that is not the point. The point is Denisha has no right. And even if people are going to say, yeah, but Anthony was the one to take it to her. Fine, I understand that. But she should says, Anthony, the only thing I'm going to say, I don't think $20,000 for the part that gets me my blood boiling is when Anthony said, so you are telling me that whatever if Kai your big Kai want a birthday party, or she said no, I'll not do it. So you're telling me she said yes, I'm not or you're asking me or you're telling me. She said no, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. That is the point that got me my blood boiling because people are saying Amber is this and Amber is that, but yet look how Denisha talked to Anthony. Have you ever noticed how Denisha talked to Anthony? Denisha
Pure
talked to Anthony
disrespect.
like he's a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Denisha
Hi
talks to
everyone.
Anthony like he is a
Highly.
boy all
Hmm.
the time. And nobody's saying anything about how Denisha talks down to Anthony. He told Anthony to go grow a pair of balls. Grow a
Mm-hmm.
pair, you need to grow a pair of balls. The way Denisha talked to Anthony, and she's just with him for what? A few months? So if can you imagine if Denisha becomes Mrs. Dalton? What is going to happen in that relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Anthony will be wearing the skirt and
Yep.
Denisha will be wearing the pants because she's wearing the pants right now in that relationship.
Yep. She sure is. So I guess you won't. Hi dear Lee. How are you? Welcome in. What you
Good,
have
how
to
are
add
you?
to
Welcome. How you guys doing today?
We're good.
Okay, that's good.
What you
Yeah, I
add to
told.
that?
Yeah, I agree with Shaman. She said a lot and she said it well. Just to add a little bit, I would just say that Shayla has a lot of leverage on Anthony. Like just the little things that she even said about the baby daddy, the deadbeat daddy, it gets to him that he can speak up, he can defend himself. Then this child is in his life for a long time. It's different if he wasn't his son, then he can have something to say, I'm not gonna pay 30 or 20 or whatever amount for this child's birthday. But this child's gonna be in his life, and that's where it's all gonna be every time. She has to, it will be the final word. There will be no stopping her to ask him anything. Then the second part is that Anthony, when he takes these things to his mistress or his girlfriend, she can only say what she thinks, but Anthony cannot say what he thinks. Because why? Women in his life always shuts him down when he wants to say something that is makes sense or that what he feels. They always shut him down. If you notice, Denisha, Shayla, even Amber sometimes. So that's what he needs to start understanding is when he's speaking, he needs to be firm and but he doesn't have that in his life or when he was younger, father figure, like how he always say his father wasn't there. So all this is gonna play a part of him having to do stuff for Kai because he's gonna be in his life like 18 years. So that's all I gotta say. But Charmaine, you did best. You did good on your statement.
Thank you, Lee.
Yeah, well said.
You know, something that Anthony is proving, and Denisha realized that Anthony is a wimp. You know, when Denisha realized that Anthony was a wimp, was the night when he told Denisha, "Do not talk to me about my wife. Do not talk to me about my baby mother, because I was at lunch dinner today by myself, and I did not want to be there with my baby mama. My wife doesn't want to have anything to do with me, and I wanted to be there with you." That was the night when Denisha realized that Anthony was a wimp.
And the other time she realized he was not, he was a wimp, is he doesn't have her back when they're in public, but in private he has her back, or he can say how he feels, or he can stand up for her. But when they're in public, it's a whole different story.
Precisely. Precisely. And that is the same thing he used to do with Amber. Remember when they were in public, and then when they go home and they would have arguments, and you'd be saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize, I'm so sorry, and I should have done this, I should have done that." Is the same thing,
Same thing.
The same Anthony. This is the same guy who was telling Shayla, or was telling Chase, that Shayla is always going to be in his life. He's not getting rid of Shayla. He's not getting rid of Shayla. Shayla is always going to be in his life. And he told Shayla that as long as there, he would always take care of her. Remember, they were in the food court. I think they went to Cascor, one of them place. And after they leave, they were talking, and they were eating, and Shayla asked him if you will always be taking care of me financially. And he said, yes, forever and forever. So what do you expect now? If
And
Anthony made a promise to her, that was a promise he made to her.
Yeah.
So now she's
and
collecting on that promise. She's collecting on that promise.
that's why I said a long time ago, I said that Shayla, she doesn't know how to forgive somebody, but she doesn't forget stuff as well. She will always remember what you said to her. Little things. It could be what you said like 2 months ago or 2 weeks ago. She would bring it back to your attention. And that will always be around your head. She will put that around you all the time to
The
put you
nose.
down. Yeah, to bring you down, or to belittle you.
Exactly, but a lot of people don't realize that Shayla has leverage. People don't realize that Shayla has leverage on Anthony. And
Yeah.
Anthony knows that. One, when he gave Shayla that 5,000 just because money, you know what he did the following 2 days after? He went back and he asked her not to have his back on the podcast. He said, "I need you." And he gave her the money, and then he went back and he said, "I need you to have my back on the podcast, because I am a businessman here in Atlanta, and a lot of people do business with me. And if a lot of stuff comes out, I'm not going to be able to do business, and then Kai is going to suffer." He did not tell Sheila that he had $20 million. How is Kai going to suffer? Even if Amber get $10 million from Anthony, Kai would still not suffer,
Mm.
because most people don't have $10 million to play with. Their kids will still go to school, and he's still working. He can still do what he's doing, and his money is still coming in. So I don't understand why he always make it look like if Amber get her due money, and I'm not saying Amber deserve 10 million. I'm just saying, even if Amber walk away from Anthony with $5 million, Anthony is still a rich man. Anthony is still a rich man, because he told Denisha he's a $20 million his asset. He's valued 20 million. So if
Mm.
Amber even walk away with 5 million of his asset, he still has 15. He's still considered a multimillionaire. So I don't see why. And I'm glad he told her, because that girl is going to dig every cent. You know, something came to me again this morning. Denisha baby father is not going to go away. He's going to come back. And you
Yeah.
know what? When he comes back, he's going to
Yeah,
be
he
black.
definitely
I
will
think
come
he's
back.
going to come back, and he's going to try and blackmail her, because he knows stuff about her that she might not want Anthony to find out. So that man might come back and going to start to blackmail her to get
Mm.
money from her. He's not going to go away. He has. They just show him there, but he's going to pop up. He's going to pop back up. And when it pop back up, then you are going to hear everything that he was telling Anthony. And we are going to see the real Denisha, because a lot of people do not know the real Denisha.
Mm.
True. If you're Yata,
Hmm?
all right. I don't like Shayla, but Denisha should keep out of this. It's between baby mama, baby daddy. Furthermore, how much bedroom costs? How much did he give her mother and her? Exactly. Denisha isn't Anthony. Why she has no say? Yeah, you see when I try touch her, oh, she just walk off like say Anthony money belongs to she and her family. Or she, her son, her mother, and her ex. You know what I mean? Come on now. Anthony is really, you know what, guys, they're putting
Exactly.
them together for a reason, and they're putting Amber with them for a reason. Trust me, the two of them gonna learn, and it's not gonna be a nice learn. They're gonna see that says Anthony gonna learn, realize that Amber was actually the best thing that ever happened
And
to him
it's the
because
same
Amber
thing Amber going to
never
learn
put
about
boundaries in
Anthony.
place.
I'm still on the fence, so I'm not taking sides. But you know something, and I was telling somebody the other day that sometime you are brought down into a valley. There's always a lesson in the valley to learn. And if you go into that valley and you don't learn anything and you come out of that valley and come back on the hills, because life is like hills and valleys. Hills and valleys. And hills and valleys does not mean that you're in the valley and you're suffering. It just means that you're brought down to a point where you need to learn something. And sometimes you're brought back up on the hill and you still have not learned. But guess me what? You're going to be put back in that valley. You're going to be put back in that valley because you have to learn a valuable lesson. And believe me, I've been through hills and valleys. I've survived. Louis Culture have this song that says, I've been through hills and valleys and I've survived out of the old gangster alleys. Trust me, I'm one of them. Been through hills and valleys and I've survived out of the old gangster alleys.
Yeah.
So sometimes people hear me talking and it's my opinion, but sometimes there's a lot of facts in my opinion as well.
Mm.
Because I can tell you from my life experience, I've been through there. I've been through there in my life experience. So I've been through hills and valleys. And I think this is where right now Anthony and Amber look like they're on a hill,
Mm-hmm.
but they're going to be placed in a valley. And when they go into this valley, there are going to be lessons that they're both going to learn. And they're going to realize that they had it so good when they were up on that hill. And now that they're down in this valley, they're going to learn. Believe me, they're going to learn. There are lessons in that valley for both of them to learn,
Yeah,
and they're going to learn.
you're absolutely right. That's what I'm seeing right now. The grass is never greener. Anthony think that she's such a godsend. She is going to put demands on him. You see what she did today? You're
Yes,
not giving her that 20,000. But
yes.
it
And
was
she said,
okay
I'm
for
not,
Anthony to
she said,
buy
I'm
those
not
two.
asking. I am telling. I am not asking. I am telling. So she is telling Anthony, you are not able to spend the money on your son. You can give my mother 10 grand, no problem. You can give me 20 grand to go buy wardrobe, no grant, no problem. You can build out a room in your house for my son, no problem. But your son not getting a birthday party for $20,000. No. And that's exactly what she's saying. But trust me, Angelina, Anthony know that Angelina will be coming for him.
It's like it's like she's the person that can put Anthony in check sometime too. Hmm.
Anthony, trust me, at the end of the day, I think this is going to be a breaking point for Denisha because he's going to realize that she said to Anthony today, I'm not your girl. Shayla is your girl because she have you wrapped around her fingers. But I
Mm,
don't think, you see, the thing is, I don't think Denisha realize how embedded Shayla is into Anthony. Because if you, a woman, can do what she did to you, you were drunk and she came into your house and sleep with you, force you into whatever the situation is. Because yes, he was drunk, and although he said afterwards that he was not that drunk, but the man reached to a stage where he actually risked it all for this girl.
Yep.
He
mm,
risked it all for this girl. He risked it all for Shayla. He risked his marriage. He risked his money. Because when Brittany, if Amber had gone through with that divorce, Brittany would have gotten at least 75% of Anthony's assets.
Yep.
Because they were set to get that. The lawyer told Anthony that that was going to happen because the ball was in Amber's court. And if he was hiding money and they find it, whatever they find, Amber would get all of that money. So what Anthony did, he lopped his tail between his leg and went back to Amber begging on his knees to take him back because he did not want to lose his money. He did not go back to Amber because he was so much in love with Amber. He went
mm,
back
Say
to
it
Amber
loud,
because
Charmaine. Say it loud.
he didn't want to lose his money. And he did not stay with Shayla because he wanted to be with Shayla. It was all about his money. The fact that he left Shayla to go back to Amber because of his money, he was not in love with any one of them. Because if he was in love with Shayla, the way everybody is saying he's in love with Shayla, you would not have left Shayla. You'd say, you know what? Let Amber go with the money and we will be, I'm happy here. So we'll build and we will do whatever. What he did is money. His money, it was always about his money. It was nothing else. And believe me, his money is going to be the reason why Denisha is there because of that money too. But Denisha, it's going to be because of Anthony money why Denisha is going to walk away as well. Trust me. And I want it to be a situation where she's tested. Like Amber, when Anthony did not have any money, and I want it to be a situation where Amber, Anthony hit rock bottom without saying the same money thing. And let's see if Denisha is going to stay. We'll see if Denisha is really in love with Anthony or she was in love with the lifestyle that Anthony provides.
Mary, you
Because
know, said
yeah,
she in love
yeah,
with the
yeah. If she's in love, let Anthony hit rock bottom and then it will prove a point to me. If she's in love, she'll stay. As Coco told Anthony, if that girl is in love with you, she will stay. If she leaves you, that means she wasn't it for your money. And that girl stayed. That girl did stay. And that was Amber. She did stay.
But a lot of people don't remember that Coco said that.
Of course,
All right,
Coco
so let
tell
me take
Anthony
some
that.
more calls. Lee, before me read the comments, them, do you have anything to add to that?
no, I don't have anything to add.
All right. So now we will go down to Steffi Max. Steffi Max says here, let Denisha Anthony pay for her mother's birthday party. He didn't even know the woman and give her 10K. So give Shayla 20 is no big deal. Exactly. Steffi Max. Margaret.
Sharon,
Yes.
I don't want to cut you. The funny thing is, he did not even meet the woman yet. He did not meet the woman until they went to the party. So listen, that was when he met her. He gave her pay for a birthday party and gave her $10,000 on top of paying for a party. And I know that party cost more than $10,000.
But what if it's not even her mom? It could be that too. It could be just a setup party. I don't even know. That's just my opinion.
No, that's
'Cause
her mom.
sometimes,
I think that's her
um,
mom. But her mom
Yeah,
is
okay.
that's
just
her
like
mom.
her. Her mom is just like her. I think her mom is a similar person like her. And
Mm,
I don't know about Denisha father. We have never heard her talk about her dad. There was
mm-hmm,
never a time when she would say my dad is unalive or
mm,
expired or whatever, but she always talk about her mom. So there was never a time when there was any dad mention. So I don't
mm,
know what the situation was with her mom, Maybe it's the same situation. Maybe Denisha is just like Angelina. She might be the product of a married man, an
Mm.
affair with a married man. I don't know, but we have never heard anything about her dad. We don't know if her dad is alive or her dad is in prison or her dad is having another family or anything. She has never talked about her dad. But when her we might hear further down the road because Angelina is going to dig. Angelina is not going to put that down. So Angelina might come with all the receipts.
Now see how Angelina grab up Pam. So Angelina is not a woman to be played with. That woman is a
Angelina think
criminal. She's a
Angelina thinks she bad.
criminal.
Angelina thinks she bad. She not meet the right person yet.
Mm.
You know, it really boils my skin today when I saw that situation. I was going to come on after church and speak on it when I watched it on the way home. And I came and I said, and I did Larry them live instead of that. But me says on this live, I'd like to just do it because that is just showing us, oh, so you see, oh, they have the storyline with Erica and Al. And but by the way, I someone touched me allegedly that storyline is actually Erica actually had a real relationship like that. So
Really?
that's why she bringing it to the forefront. So now they're going to do that same thing with Anthony. If you really look at Erica's situation and Anthony's situation, that girl's know how to cook, but she know how to manipulate Anthony too. And she is also, because she find out that he doesn't have any balls, because she says, grow up here. She decided, so she rather he spend his money on her, on her child and her family, but not on his child. And that is where I would draw the line. When he go to touch her, the girl gets so upset, guys. The woman gets so upset. She turn up
But
and
it's
she
not the
move
first
off.
time. Not the first time.
She stand
Make
up
it look like it's the
and
first
she move
time.
off because she say you must be mad. Give her what? She not get that. Underneath my whatever body. That's why she assure Anthony. That girl, she not a joke. That girl, that's serious. So
But
them
I
are going to
tell
show
you,
Anthony, well, and the Charmaine. Them are going to show Anthony and them are show we. Him have to ask in lawyer if Amber really loves him. We are going to see. He's going to learn, say. Then he should not love him. He loves her child and I love him picnic. And a lot of people out there will treat for them picnic like where Anthony are going to do. And then he shall picnic like a fiend picnic and leave fiend picnic alone. Okay, so let me explain to you guys. When we say picnic, it means children or child, okay?
small
But in
child. It's a
Jamaica,
small child.
we call, you know what I mean? You know, that's the patois kind of talking, all
No, no,
right?
no.
So
In
for the English version, is child.
it's
A
child.
lot of
It's a
people
small
will
child.
treat their child like that. And it's unacceptable. So Anthony is gonna learn to, you know something? When I didn't have it, Amber was there with me. And Amber was the best thing that ever happened to me since sliced bread. Trust me, guys. Anthony, Denisha, in my opinion, guys, is going to be Anthony's karma. And we are watching it. You see how she treat him? She treat him like he must, you know,
Nothing.
the poop. Like the poop.
Nothing.
I can't say that word. The poop. Guys, watch her. Look how she smile up at Wayne. Look how she give Wayne respect. Does she give Anthony respect? No, she doesn't. She demands and she run him. Why you think Amber fed up at Anthony? Anthony is a little sim. Anthony need to grow up here. Even down to O'Neill TV say Anthony need to grow up here a balls. And we are sitting because we're on O'Neill's moderator. And he's absolutely right. We're all absolutely right. They need to make Anthony be a strong man. But Anthony's going to learn. So you
That's
see,
Wayne's word.
God has a plan. And it's involved Denisha and Anthony. And trust me, Anthony going to bawl like a baby when that girl done with him. And you see Dave where everybody are glorified Dave because Dave is this. Look what Dave do. Dave call Wayne. Dave and Wayne are gonna be in a business. Maybe Dave and Anthony even not end up in a business. But guess what? Remember Dave tell Anthony when they met you know, the grass is never greener. Watch and see. The same treatment where you see, and right now I treat Amber good. Wait until either a slip from Ernestine or a slip from Tria or somebody or on the podcast, see how him treat her. And then you got hear people are gonna say, oh, Dave is this. Right now, them are glorify Dave, oh, Dave, wonderful. But watch
Mm.
and see, guys. Because the storyline, if you really look at it, they're gonna mirror each other. And they're mirroring Anthony bad treatment from Denisha, and he hasn't even noticed it yet because he's a simp. Why is it Wayne does that to all the men them on the show? Every single man on the show is a simp. Look at Kendrick. I used to look up to
Exactly.
Kendrick.
They
Kendrick is
mess
a
up
little
Kendrick
simp now.
character. They mess up Kendrick character.
Yeah,
Mm.
look at Calvin. When they bring in Calvin, Calvin was good. When I go to Calvin, look at Dylan. Dylan used to be voice of reason for Anthony. What did they do?
Mhm.
No matter what they're doing, Dylan character just goes to the wayside.
Yes.
Mhm.
No matter what they're doing. The only time I watch Dylan being serious, anytime I watch Dylan's stuff, is when Mama Regina inside. That's the only time I watch it. When she not in there or
Yeah.
Anthony or Amber, I'm not watching it. But
Mhm.
before, I used to love to watch Dylan's storyline. Why
Mm.
is it we can't have a man on the skit Kountry Wayne?
Mm.
Why can't the men them on the skit have sense? Why them have to be a simpleton? And you keep on making Anthony aware Jesus has a plan. And he's so simpish, he can spend money on Denisha's son, the room for the son, the mother, but he find it hard that he has to go and go complain to him mistress. And Denisha, me and no respect for Denisha, as a reviewer, she's in a marital man home. She have her own home. She should have stayed in her home. When the ink dry, then by means she can move in. But everything is so bad. But they're going to show us that Anthony's gonna find out the grass is not greener on the other side. The best, and Shayla told him. They let Shayla drop that nugget, and a lot of people forget that nugget.
Mm.
Amber was the best thing that ever happens to you. The best woman you ever have. Watch and see, but Anthony, not grateful. Not grateful. And trust me, baby, it's going to be something else. Go ahead, Charmaine and Lee.
No, but I'm just saying that there's a storm brewing, and we don't
Mm-hmm.
know when it's going to land, and it's going to affect a lot of people. Because I see it affecting Wayne, not Wayne, I see it affecting Dave, and it's going to affect Anthony as well, and whoever else. But there's a storm
Mm-hmm.
brewing because you know Wayne. Wayne is messy, messy, messy. And as soon as somebody is happy, he breaks it apart.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what he's going to use Shayla because somewhere, somehow, Shayla is
Mm-hmm.
going to get that money. Because Denisha don't know that Shayla knows the ins and out of all Anthony's business.
Mm-hmm.
Shayla has secrets for Anthony that can destroy him. Denisha does not know that. And Denisha knows, that's why Denisha keeps saying Shayla has you wrapped around her finger. Remember, remember Shayla told Anthony that I know about all your deals. I know about your deals. I hear you on the phone and everything. So Shayla, and I think that's why Amber was trying to get close to Shayla because she knows that Shayla knows a lot of stuff. And she wants to get everything. So yeah.
It's true. It's true,
Yeah.
guys. So
Mm.
just watch and remember it's a skit and it's gonna evoke lots of human emotion in these. But at the end of the day, remember we're reviewing the skit and we're doing it together. And let me just come down here and I will go back up. Just want to catch up before we come off. Do you think Anthony will end up with Shayla? No, I don't think so. If anything, he will end up back with his wife if they write it that way. But it's not. It's not gonna be Shayla. It will be his wife. Anthony gonna do what he always do and let Shayla ask for a ridiculous amount of money and he'll give it to her behind the woman back. That is true. I dare say, Sandra Lee, She's disrespectful to Anthony already, and they haven't been together for 3 months. He started the relationship off wrong. He led with his money. He should have taken King's approach with Delicia. Yeah, so true, Sandra Lee. I totally agree with that. When is her past? Dave shouldn't mind. Guys, a lot of you guys, all the Amber rights, the Mr. Phono, Auntie May. Hi there, Auntie May. Welcome to Sharon Review Chat family. It's so nice to see new faces in. Remember, guys, to hit the like button as you come on in. I don't agree with Anthony and Denisha relationship, but she seems right though, Shayla. So she's right about not giving Shayla that amount of money. I understand about that, but the reason why we said what we says, she not have no right to dictate because he spend more than that on her, on her son. Our son get the latest game. In get in bedroom, in get computer, in get bed, in get all those nice decorations. Must they charge them to do that
and
room?
and he was about to pay for his son's her son's basketball practice. Remember?
Yes. So guys, we have to remember what's going on. You cannot. A lot of people, me tell you guys, in real life, them assure you, says in real life, men and women do put them partner picnic before their own, their children before them own. Trust me, guys. And it's not good to see it and it's on the skit. That's why a lot of people gonna get in the emotion. And because people don't like Shayla, they're gonna say, yes, Shayla, whatever. But at the end of the day, yes, the amount is ridiculous. She can get even Candice to fix up in the backyard for the baby, or even in front yard, wherever they want. She have a yard. She like, you know what I mean? But Shayla have to be with the Joneses or whatever. But him have the money. They're rich. They can afford it. I wouldn't do that if you know what I mean. But last year was 15. This year, as Shayla said, it's inflation.
Inflation, of course, is
If we ever got 30,000.
it's inflation. So who
Mhm.
is to say anything else? It's inflation.
And the funny thing, when Shayla speaks, sometimes you would not want to listen, but it makes sense. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, it always makes sense because she's a woman at first, and secondly, she's a mother. She's like she always says she's there for her son. So mm,
Yeah, she is. And you know, Shayla, trust me, between Angelina and Shayla, nothing is going to come between before Kai because Kai is Anthony's legacy. Kai is Anthony heir. So
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
Denisha think that she's going to come and get anything. She is dreaming.
mhm,
That's not going to happen. Well, and what's her name? Angelina have one breath in her body. Remember,
mhm,
she said Amber would not get 50% over on a live body. Okay,
mhm.
same thing she's going to tell this lady.
Yep.
Do
Yep,
you believe Anthony will give Shayla that 20,000?
she is going to do it. Trust me,
Mhm.
he's going to do it because Sheila is not going to play ease up with Anthony. So, yeah, he's going to do it. He might be telling Denisha no, but in the end, he's going to come back and say, find some excuse.
Hmm.
I'm holding it. All right. So let's see if Anthony will give it to Shayla.
But
Mm-hmm.
do you remember? But do you remember when they had the 15,000 birthday party? He told Shayla. He said, "I'm gonna give you half. The other half, you have to come up with something." But I think he still paid for it
No, no, no.
that
He said
time.
he was going to give her the half, and if
Yeah. Yeah.
Amber, he said if Amber did not, if Shayla did don't let Amber come to the party, he was
Mhm.
not giving her the other half. That's what he told her. Remember the day he gave her the money in there, and she
Mhm.
took it out of his, and he said the other half, Amber, if Amber does not attend that party, you're not getting it. So
Mhm.
Amber did end up going to the party.
Yeah. And that's where they had Angelina and Pam. That's where we
Hmm.
met. That's where we met Pam and everything.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys. So thank you, dear Auntie May. Welcome there. And then we have Sandra Lee says she's disrespectful to Anthony already. Oh, yeah, we read that already. And then we have Sabrina here says the party last year wasn't even worth 15. She could have his party at an actual ranch and the kids could ride ponies. Exactly, Sabrina. Girlfriend should not get involved with what a man does for his kid. Denisha is overstepping her on the issue. Exactly. She is. She more than past her place. Out of order. She out of order. Me said the girl out of order bad. Is your girlfriend says. So since Anthony pick up Kai, is Eman coming over to Sheila tonight? Ooh. We don't know. That's a good one, my darling. That's a good one. We don't know as yet. What do you think, Lee and Amber Worship are out with the Master of Anthony names now? Okay. Yeah, so Lee, what you have to say, my darling?
Oh, if Shayla, if Iman gonna come to Shayla's house,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a possibility because she already planted a seed in his head about, you know, she
Miss
he
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, the reminiscing of the yes ma'am and how she
Mm-hmm.
wants him on the podcast. So it's a possibility. And Iman, I think one thing about him, he he doesn't say it that he miss her, but it shows. I'm not gonna lie
Yeah,
to you. It really shows, and he doesn't want to express to Delicia or to himself. That's why he just says one or two words to Wayne or whoever. He keeps it to himself, but in the back of his mind, he always thinks about Shayla.
Of course
yeah,
he does.
he
Anthony
does.
do too. See
Yeah,
that whole
you're
time when Anthony was reminiscing about Shayla in the
Yeah,
backyard and
in the rain.
all
Yeah,
that.
when they were outside in the rain, he was dreaming. He was having a dream.
yeah, you're absolutely right there, Lee. Absolutely right. And Charmaine, well, because even down to Wayne noticed it too, and he was laughing. Charmaine, we were waiting for them to drop a skit with Eman and
And
Wayne
Wayne,
talking, but they never did.
no, they never did. I
I
realized
was
it
looking
today.
forward for that skit so bad, Charmaine, and
Me
they
too.
never did. And
I
I
was
felt
doing
so
the
let
same
down
thing.
by that, you know? But
And
anyway,
then he even complimented on her clothes. That's how you know
yes,
he likes her.
he likes what, oh, he likes the confident. I think because Shayla was always showing that she crazy, make him not
Mhm.
really think there. But trust me, he likes this new side to her. He likes the new side to her.
Well, that's Shayla for you. Shayla will always persevere because a lot of people don't like Shayla, but Shayla is a straight shooter.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter who. And people saying Shayla's been this for from the day Shayla came on these skits. Remember how she used to talk to Wayne?
mm-hmm.
She used to talk to Wayne like she's not afraid of Wayne. She talked to Arby, she talked to Jasmine, she talked to every each and every. At times she used to go at it with Amber, all the
Hmm.
Amber friends. She was never the ones to in Jamaica. They said put your mouth down into the ground and talk. She was not like
Yeah,
that. She's always vocal. Sheila is always a vocal person. And even though when she's saying the wrong thing, she don't care. She's saying the wrong thing. She's remember she and Sonny when she learned about Sonny and Mike and she and Sonny went at it and
Hmm.
then they were no longer friends. Sheila is always a vocal person. She and Pierre, she and Mike, she is always a vocal person.
Dominique,
And she's
she and
yeah, she and
Dominique and
Dominique,
everything.
everything. So when you
Hmm.
think about Shayla, the kind of person Shayla is, and that's why I keep telling people I do not think Shayla knows about Iman and
that's what I said
Delicia.
too.
Because if Shayla knew about Iman and Delicia, she's not going to wait on no podcast or anything. She's going to go at
Mm-hmm.
it with Delicia now. Because Shayla is that kind of person. She's confrontational. She is confrontational. She don't care. She is going to be coming at you. She and Candice, remember Candice went run up to her
At their
apartment.
apartment. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
Mm-hmm.
she was not backing down. Even
And,
if they will beat the bricks off of her, she's not going to back down. So
yeah.
Shayla is that person. Remember she and this lady in the car park? When the
Parking
lady
lot.
in the
Mm-hmm.
parking lot, I think it was Walmart parking lot or Publix, one of them.
And
And
I
that
think she
girl
was
was
still
going,
pregnant at that time too.
yes, and she was
Mm-hmm.
going at it with this lady. And I'm like, oh my God, this girl, she's not afraid of anybody. She's not
That's what
backing
I said.
down.
She doesn't know.
So
I
Shayla
don't
is
think she know.
always Shayla, and people keep saying, oh, Shayla is this. This is not a new Shayla. This is an improved Shayla.
The
Not
only
Yeah.
thing
new.
that's new is the hairstyle and the
Exactly, and the
outfits.
clothes. It's just a hairstyle and the clothes. But this is a Shayla that was always a Shayla. She's just improved.
Yeah.
She's just a little bit more refined. But
Mm-hmm.
she is the same Shayla. Shayla is not backing down even when they'll beat the beat off of her. She won't go back down.
You're absolutely right, Charmaine.
Yeah,
This is
Shayla, yeah.
something else. You
And
guys,
Shayla was
you're
has
right.
been like this since the
Every
day
single
Shayla
one
came
of
on
us
the
is
scene.
right. So give us
Shayla
all
went
a round of applause.
even Shayla went at
Yeah.
it with Zatri. Remember Shayla and Zatri went at it?
Yeah.
She went to Perry House and she and Anthony was going at it. Who did
Yeah,
Shayla never go at it with? Shayla has been going at it with everybody. She went at it with what's her name? Anthony cousin Coco in her house. Remember when Coco
Ernestine.
and Angelina
Mm-hmm.
and Ernestine? She
Mm-hmm.
went at it with D. You remember
Mm-hmm.
D when D went
yes,
to pick up the car from Honeypot?
yep.
She went
Mm-hmm.
at it with D. Shayla's always been going at it. She's not backing down. And this is Shayla's character. Even and I tell you, even when she know they will beat the bricks off her, she don't care. She is still going at it with everybody.
Exactly.
She don't care. Believe me. And that is why Delisa don't want to come out and even talk to about she and Iman because she knows Shayla is crazy. And we know Shayla is crazy. Shayla is delusional. And when the person like Libby crazy, but Libby's always going at it with everybody. Remember, notice Libby and Shayla have that same thing. They don't care.
Yeah,
They will play the victim when they want to play the victim,
it's
but they
true.
will always go at it like they're crazy. Because Libby will walk up into your house and Libby will be chewing you out in your own house. She don't care.
And they both have desperation because
Exactly.
when Labie gets ready, she said, I'm pregnant. She lied to Terry and said they had a kid when it was false, you know? So anything comes up to just say something to keep that
Exactly.
man around.
Exactly,
Exactly.
and that is the thing I'm saying. Sheila, even when Sheila know that she will not win the fight, she will bring the fight to you. Even
Okay,
when she knows she'll not
may I go
win it,
put
she
this
don't
up? May I
care.
go
She will
pull
bring it
this?
to you. She will always bring it to you. So this is not a new Sheila, and Anthony know this is not a new Sheila.
Mm,
Anthony know that this is Sheila because Sheila, remember Sheila threaten Anthony to spit in his face, call him
Mm,
every kind of degrading name in the book. A deadbeat dad, he's a dog. You are
mm,
this, you are that. Sheila, oh please. And what Anthony do? Anthony went back and told Sheila how much he loves her. He wants
mhm,
her to be his wife.
mm,
She was the best thing that ever happened to him. After Sheila did all of that, all the names, degrade him, emasculate him, and he went back.
for
He went
more.
mm.
back and was asking and saying, "You are the rightful person to be up in this house. Look
Exactly.
at yourself in the mirror. Do you see what I'm seeing? You're beautiful. You're this. You're that.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only person I would want to be the mother of my child.
Mm-hmm.
Come
Oh.
on, people." Anthony said that to Sheila. So, what do you think when he's telling Sheila all of that? What do you think Sheila is going to do? Tell me now. A few weeks ago he was begging Sheila to marry him.
I
I'm
know.
begging Sheila to marry him.
And do
Just
you
a few
remember?
weeks ago, sending her roses.
Uh-huh.
And he did not care that Iman was in Sheila's life. And he was doing all of this. So now
Yeah.
what? You think Sheila is just going to slink away into the shadows?
No.
Heck no. Sheila not slinking away anywhere because Sheila know you. You what Sheila tell Anthony. When I see you and Denisha on that porch, I see that you guys were acting. You were acting, Anthony. You were just
Mm-hmm.
acting. You were not doing anything. I can see that you were both acting.
Mhm.
So Sheila know Anthony. Sheila know Anthony more than Anthony know Anthony. Sheila know
Mhm.
Anthony more than Amber know Anthony. And
Yeah.
more than Anthony know Anthony.
Because Sheila and Anthony bonded.
Exactly. Sheila
So
know
I
Anthony
polled
more
it for
than
you
Anthony know
guys.
Anthony.
I polled Suzette Paris thing, and she says Shayla need a good beat down. So I polled it, and you
Mm.
guys are still voting. So we only have 7 votes on that. So I'm waiting.
Amber tried and failed because Amber run up on Sheila twice
Mm.
Mm,
after she blacked her eye.
And,
Yeah, she
and do
did.
you remember?
yes.
And do you remember when they used to go to church
Yeah.
Exactly.
a long time ago? When they used to go to church, it will always be something too at church with Sheila.
And Sheila, trust me, Sheila is not afraid. And I tell people, Sheila is not afraid of anybody.
Angelina trained her very well on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when she know they will beat the brakes off of her, she's still not afraid.
Yeah. She's not afraid. She's not afraid.
Confronting you. She's confronting you. She don't care. So I don't know why people always think that, oh, Sheila, they always calling Sheila names and Sheila is this. Sheila has not changed.
Mm,
Sheila is the same Sheila, just a
you're so
refined
right.
Sheila. She's just refined. But she
Yeah.
hasn't changed. She's the same Sheila, just a refined Sheila.
Yep. That's true. Let's see how the poll went. Let's see. So 67 say yes, that she do need a good beating. All right. Thank you guys for that. Let me give you guys a round of applause. You guys
And
did
then
awesome.
and Denisha could have deal. Denisha could have deal. Sheila get the money, the 20,000.
You think so? Shayla gonna get the money.
Yeah,
So
but
everybody agree that Shayla
Anthony going
getting that
lie.
money.
Anthony going lie to Denisha. Anthony going lie to Denisha. Trust me, he's going to lie to Denisha and tell Denisha, no, I didn't give it to her. And he's going to beg Sheila not to tell Denisha that he gave her the 20,000. Watch.
Okay.
Somebody said Sheila is mastering her craft. Yes, she is.
Yeah, she is do that. She definitely
Sheila is.
mastering her
Yep,
craft.
she is. Because Sheila, I said she's a refined Sheila now, but Sheila is always Sheila. Sheila's not Sheila.
Yeah.
She's always this.
She's
person.
mastering her
Yes.
craft. All right.
Yes.
And guys, we have come to the end of our live. Thank you guys for participating. Thank you guys for clicking in. Thank you guys for our beautiful chat. Thank you, Charmaine and Lee.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Sharon, for giving me the voice to
Thank you.
voice my opinion. Thank you, Lee. And thank you, my chat family. And we'll try and do it again tomorrow, all being well. So,
Tomorrow you go to swimming, so stop it.
I don't know if I'm going. I'm in pain. Remember?
Oh, yes.
The same hip that I
Mhm.
got that shot in.
We
Get
never
well
touch
soon.
on Charmaine. We forget to touch on Danny Ben saw walking
No, I
on.
don't want it. No. We talk about that tomorrow.
All
We'll
right.
see
So
what
all right
happened.
then,
We'll see what
guys.
happened
I'll
in the
catch you
morning.
guys
I want
tomorrow.
to see. I want to see a little bit more of that. And I know
Mm.
it's going to come in the morning. So I will see what he said to her in the morning.
Yeah, all right.
So, guys, I might see you tomorrow. It depends on how I'm feeling. And thank you for all your wishes and your concerns. So,
Get
until
better.
tomorrow. Thank you, Lee.
Okay.
I'll try.
All right.
All right, then. Bye.
Okay, bye everyone. Thanks, Lee.